Welcome to my channel Coding Abby again. This is the 7th video of this playlist in Dart tutorial. In the previous video we saw how to use these operators. Oh friends, just I will mute my phone for a minute. Yeah. In the last video we saw how to use these operators, right? In the I forgot to mention two operators. Okay, print and I'm sorry for that, print less than equal to 10. Okay, now is it true that 5 is less than or equal to 10? Yes, it's true, so it will reflect true here. Okay, it will reflect true here. So this is a comparison operator. This is also comparison operator. See, it has reflected true. Even we can say that is it greater than or equal to, then yes, it is false. It is not greater than equal to, right? If I say here 15, then it is greater than or equal to 10. The condition is or, okay, not and. If you know the logic gates, the condition is or. Next is double equal to. Next is double equal to. Now what do double equal to tells is, this is checking, or this is basically what is a like terminological name, I can't remember it. See, coding is not about remembering. Whatever stuff I told you, whatever stuff I am teaching you, even I don't remember any of these things. I refer to the documentation and like keep on checking stuff, keep on practicing. Then I get my hands on to this and have my experience in programming. Okay, so this channel is mine. Then you can see this website is mine. I have developed all this, but I have never yeah, my net is slow, sorry for that. Okay, I have never mugged up any of the concepts or any of the syntax, anything. Just google it, refer it. This Coding Abby website is totally developed by me. Okay, everything, every bit of it, every design, every function, that what will happen after you click this, what will happen after you click this, what should be the link, what should be the, where should be the video, everything is written in code. So but I never mugged it up or never remembered anything. Okay, so I don't you can find out what is the name of this double equal to sign. Okay, for now let's say it is checking operator, because it checks that if 10 is equal to 10. Okay, run. Now is it true? Yes, it is true, so it will say true. See, now if I say is 100 equal to 10, is 100 equal to 10, then no, false, right? Hence it is false. Difference between single equal to is assignment. Equal to is assignment. If I had a variable and this is completely invalid syntax, let me tell you. Okay, this is a completely valid syntax. String a is equal to, suppose something something blah blah blah. Okay, this is a valid syntax. This is not a valid syntax. This is because the work of single equal to is assignment, the work of double equal to is checking that the values on both side of this operator are same or not. If it is same, it will return true. If it is not, it will return false. Okay, so now enough of getting hands on to the basics, we will implement these basics. Okay, the main coding part starts now. We will see about conditional statements in Dart. What are conditional statements? Yeah, conditional statements include if statement, then if else statement, or we can say for yeah, conditional statements for now. Yeah, for statement or a while. We have a while statement. For and while are basically loops. If and if else are conditional statements. These for and while are loops. These are basics only. Okay, these are basic these are basic of loops and conditions. I will tell you in detail what it is now. We will cover only if and if else in this lecture. In the next video, in the next video we will see what is for and while. Okay, now what is if? Suppose I have yeah, before that, do you remember this void main, right? We just have to follow it blindly. Even now we just have to follow it blindly. I will explain the function of this void main in maybe 2 to 3 or maybe 4 to 5 videos in the next 4 to 5 videos. I can't really assure you that the number would be perfect, that 4 videos or 5 videos, but let's see. Let's take an average of 5 videos. After 5 videos you will know what this void main do. Okay, now coming back to if. What is if? If is a conditional statement. What do you mean by conditional statement? It checks a particular condition and runs a particular amount of code only after the condition is true. Like suppose I have a variable integer a is equal to 10. Okay, and I want to print hello world only if the value of this variable is less than 2. Okay, the value of variable a is less than 2. Now how would I write that? If a less than 2, enclose the statement inside round brackets. Enclose the statement inside round brackets. In the list, in the data type video, I have told you that these braces are are reserved for some other functions, right? So it is reserved for checking the conditional statements. Even in the print we use round brackets, so we cannot use it everywhere, right? That's why the syntax is like limited. If a less than 2, okay, if a less than 2 followed by a curly brace, okay, followed by a curly brace. Curly brace is other than maps, curly brace signifies a particular piece of code, like whatever is enclosed in these outer curly braces is inside this main function, okay. All these piece of code is inside these curly braces which are of main. That's why all this code is inside main. Now whatever the code I want to write inside if should be enclosed in these curly braces, so that it will be signified as it is under this if clause. So now let's say I want to print the condition was I want to print hello world, right? Hello world. Hello world. So is this condition true? The value of a is 10. Is 10 less than 2? It is false, right? No, 10 is not less than 2. So this if clause will not run. But if I tell if a greater than 2, now is the condition true? 10 is greater than 2, right? That's why it will print hello world once. You can see this output will be erased because the code for the following output was not there. Now it had printed hello world, okay, hello world. But I wanted another condition, that if it wasn't greater than 2, then I had to perform by world. I had to print by world, okay. So we will write else followed by a curly brace again, and then whatever the code we want to perform, like by world, semicolon. Remember the semicolon, okay, it's important. Print hello world, print by world. Now as you can see, this code is not executed because a, that is 10, is greater than 2. So it checked if 10 is greater than 2, yes, then enter these curly braces and execute whatever code is written in inside these curly braces. Then else, what is the condition for else? The condition for else is not to be written. Remember this, the condition for else, like if we wrote here curly braces, we cannot write here in curly braces whatever the condition. That is something different, that is if else conditional statement, okay, or elif conditional statement, else if. That I will explain in near future, wait for it. So here we remember now that we don't have to write a condition for else. So what would be the condition for else? To enter the read the code when like a particular condition occurs. When will it enter these curly braces? The time when it enters these curly braces is when this condition is false. If this condition is true, it will enter if this condition is false, it will enter else. Okay, now let's make this condition false. Sorry, a is less than 2, right? Is it less than 2? No. So now else will be executed. Now bye bye world would be executed here. See, okay, here we can say is equal to also. Okay, now if let's change the value and say 2, now print hello world would be executed. You can find out the reason why, because a is less than or equal to 2. Is it equal to? Yes, it is equal to 2. Is it less than? No, but it is equal to, so that's why hello world is executed. Or we can again say checking operator. I have told you to search on the net what double equal to operator is called as. Okay, we will call it as checking operator. So this checking operator will check that if a is equal to, that is the value of a is equal to 2. If it is true, then it will print hello world, else it will print bye bye world. Now let's check it for 3. If the value of a is equal to 3, is it true? No, that then it will enter else else condition, and then it will print bye bye world. You can see now. Let it run. My net is slow, sorry. Ah, come on. Well, let it be. You can try it yourself. Whenever it will execute, let it execute. The conclusion is, this is if else. Okay, whatever the condition is written here, if it is true, it will enter if it is false, it will enter else. Now is it compulsory to write else? No, it is not compulsory to write else. Yeah, my net connectivity is lost, that's why it is not getting executed. Sorry. Yeah, that's due to my net error compiling to JavaScript. Okay, let's say else. Again the else code was not saved. Okay, sorry. Is it true? Is it true? A is equal to 3? No, then it will not execute anything. See, nothing here. Is it true? Yes, it is true, hence it will write hello world. So we can see that else is not necessary, like with if, else is not compulsory to be written. If you only want to check single condition and do like there might arise a condition in future that if so and so happens, you have to perform a piece of code, otherwise I don't care about it. So you don't have to write else clause about it. But if you have a binary condition, like if so and so happens, then I have to perform so and so operations, and if it doesn't happen, then also I have to perform some other operations. So then else comes. So this is for if else. And please subscribe my channel. I am taking leave now. Okay, I will be again uploading the blog for this video. Okay, the blog for the corresponding video will be here inside Dart section. On the home page you can visit Dart for like noob level or intermediate level programmer. There are some blogs written on analysis of algorithm, what is algorithm, binary search algorithm. So you can even beginners, even who don't know anything, can visit these blogs. You will completely understand it, but might not be able to implement it in code if you don't know how to code. But it's not at all any problem. You can read it, you can understand it fully, and anyways it is theoretical topics. So implementation of the algorithms in near future would be like we will see different kinds of algorithms in another playlist maybe. But still you can read those, you can read these blogs. Okay, inside Dart, again I am telling you, inside Dart for each video there is a dedicated blog for it. Okay, and subscribe my channel. You can see my one subscriber has increased, whoever it is, thank you. So now we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye.